Citizens United versus the Federal Election Commission was a Supreme Court decision in January of 2010, which basically gutted the very minimal campaign finance laws that we were afforded under the McCain-Feingold law, because the 5 members of the Supreme Court said that that law worked as a, quote, oppressed minority, again, that the corporations were an oppressed minority, and so therefore overturned those campaign finance laws, because corporations are persons with constitutional rights and because money equals speech. Both of those doctrines must be uprooted in order to have a functioning democratic republic.
And what type of amendment are you going for? We are going for
an amendment to the United States Constitution to make it clear corporations do not have constitutional rights, only living, breathing human beings do, and money is not speech, and therefore local, state, and federal governments have the authority to make meaningful campaign finance laws. And the point is that campaign finance laws are a political matter. And there can be a disagreement about how to best do that, but it is inappropriate for anybody to be able to go into court and overturn a campaign finance law based on the fact that their wealth is not allowing them to shout over the rest of us. It's a political question. So here's the thing, move to amend calls for 2 things, because I don't want to just, like, too many people say, yes, just about money in politics, get the money out of politics. But then, the corporation can continue to overturn environmental health laws, public safety laws, worker protection laws, right? So we got to deal with the corporation, but I don't want to deal with the corporation only to be told, oh, but, you know, the Koch brothers, and for that matter, George Soros or somebody with super wealth can spend unlimited amounts of money in elections as a constitutional right. No, we got to deal with both of these. So since we know that it takes an action of state government to create the corporate charter, we know that corporate charter can be used to hold the corporation subordinate and accountable. We know that the corporate charter describes the duties of what a corporation can do. And since I will say such a privilege should only be allowed to exist if at least it serves the public interest, isn't it obvious that a corporation should be here and under the democratic control of our mechanisms of a democratic republic? And so now, my friends, thank you for your patience. Because when the United States Supreme Court comes waltzing in, and in an act of supreme judicial activism, says, oh no, a corporation, 5 of us on the court are going to tell 300 million of you that we're going to tell you what your Constitution says. Even though the word corporation is never used in our Constitution, we're going to tell you that you now have to treat a corporation as if it's a person with rights. It perverts this whole framework.
With multinational corporations already in control of much of our government, how will the proposed amendment even get through Congress?
Well, I want to be clear. I don't think that our constitutional amendment is going to be passed by the existing Congress. However, the congresspersons who are going to pass our amendment are already born. The point I'm making is, if you are excited about what you're hearing, get active. Don't just get mad. Get active. Ultimately, we need you involved.
We made some conscious decisions about what would happen when Citizens United decision was made and corporations flagrantly showed their ass. We knew there was some chaos coming. We also knew we wanted to win. We knew that moment of chaos meant we could renegotiate the social contract. Because I don't know about everybody in this room, but there is no U.S. social contract that has ever worked for this woman. Never. So in 50 years, this is the first time I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Because there's some meaning in here. Yeah, I'm about being in the chaos, but let's be conscious about it. One of our conscious decisions back then was, well, we got 11, 12 people in the room. Organizations like Program on Corporation Law and Democracy, and Women's International League for Peace and Freedom, and Independent Progressive Politics Network, and the Progressive Democrats of America. Lots of great people were in the room. Only one person wasn't white. Guess who that was? So one of our conscious decisions was, we're going to do the work, but we can't found ourselves as a coalition, because to win, we need everyone. Because we're talking about changing the blessed Constitution. We can't just do that with some of us. We need the magic